was not a big news story, Jim. He's right. I agree with Matt. Welcome, Taylor Schilling.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good. Oh, God.
Have a seat.
Psychopath.
Who?
Megan, I don't want to say that.
Megan Kelly?
I'm just reading off your headline thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that on my own. Woo!
Oh, Alex Jones called her. Hello. Oh, Alex Jones said you. Oh, you're right. Alex Jones said she was a psychopath. It was some weird quote after. What a weird, contentious after-interview relationship they have.
Alex Jones
needs to just keep it to himself a little bit. Play your cards closer to your chest.
Right.
I'd say. You know what I mean?
You don't need to wear your heart on your sleeve every time.
No, and no one's interested.
Right.
I mean...
Well, we do like to watch people do what we consider falling apart.
I love gossip.
It is kind of fun to watch. Like, it's like a spectacle. We enjoy it.
I think I can appreciate that, and then having just like a whisper of experience with what am I need to do?
Just bring this a little closer.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
yes.
All right. I understand that. I think that's very human, and I also now feel you must feel this on some level, like having some level of visibility. It's a terrifying notion. I mean, you realize that like the people that you're actually watching with interest as their lives kind of dissolve could be you.
Absolutely, but I try to be honest. So I think if you're honest about yourself, and I totally helps.
No, I live by the same sort of the same ethos myself.
And I don't do anything to make his life fall apart. Like, if it's happening, I'll watch it. But I don't encourage people to, hey, boycott him. He said that, or hey, that guy shouldn't say. You know what I mean? I don't contribute to that.
Plus, when bad things happen, it's comfortable to know it will never happen to you. So enjoy it happening to somebody else.
Because I will never make a mistake.
But that is not the case.
What?
Oh.
What do you mean?
We all live that way, and then all of a sudden the house burns down.
Well, it changes. What gets you in big trouble, or like which wouldn't have last year, it does this year, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know that was a thing, and you wind up talking about it in the wrong way, and people are all over you on Twitter.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that what's happening this year is that issues that were there last year and all of the other years you've been talking about them are now just on the surface. And so the people are reacting to them in ways.
That's what a lot of people say, that this big reaction has always been there, but there hasn't been a voice to the reaction, and that's just becoming a public thing.
People have been silent. I mean, people have. I mean, I think that the many minority voices have just been unheard.
Right.
That's part of it.
Now we're just hearing it.
But also part of it is the reaction. And I think Louis pointed this out, how you react instantly. Like, our reaction now is instant. Mm-hmm. So on social media, you're seeing everybody's
that's another
instant reaction. And it's not just like, no one just goes, let me think about that.
Yeah.
And I do this. I'm guilty of it, too. Like, I said something about Kim Jong-un I shouldn't have said. Like, we all make these little missteps.
You don't want to say anything negative about that guy.
No, I like to be fair.
I don't even want to touch that. But
I'm sure he's got his own reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Especially because Dennis Rodman follows you on Twitter.
Absolutely.
So it's going to get back to him.
Does he really? Oh, that's a relief.
It's going to get back to him.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Do you shy away from stuff like that, too, because you're a public figure and you're like, any stance you take is wrong to 50% of the people?
I wish that I could sit here and say I feel so confident in, all of my thoughts and feelings that I just, I'm an open book with everything. But I am aware of that. I really am. And I think that it's almost like this... The feedback loop is so quick. It's almost like you can read people's minds, or people can read your minds with social media. And so there's no, like, it's what you're saying, that there's no space to kind of breathe and think and sort yourself out before
you respond to something.
I'm sorry. I'm just receiving calls. It's okay. Thanks. But do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's like and that for me, that level of pressure for me, that overwhelms me. Like, I need a little bit of like rehearsal and space.
And being an actor too, it's different, because like when I say something, when Jim says something, like, our audience kind of knows us as people, so they kind of can gauge where our opinions might be.
Right.
But like, if somebody knows you from Orange is the New Black, they are probably just like, whatever they think. I'm sure I love her on the show, so she's going to think what I think.
It's a confounding thing that I've also been experiencing now doing this show for 5 years, that there's that people conflate me and my character.
Right.
So or my character and I don't know.
Me and my character is fine. My character and I.
My character
I
and
didn't
me.
mean my character is
my
better.
character and me would be.
Me and my.
But you're not supposed to say
character and
me
me.
first, but I always do.
Yeah. You're right. I forgot that.
It's my character and me.
My character and me. So the conflation happens, and it's. I never imagined being in this position, like where people. I mean, it's like people really think that well. R.I.P. James Gandolfini, but the idea that he is Tony Soprano or something.
Then you hear him talking, you're like, oh my God, his voice doesn't. Do you ever watch the pilot for The Sopranos and then you see the first episode, which I think was shot 2 years later, how different the voice is? He sounded nothing.
I remember that just from watching the first season of it. Yeah, I can't even really remember exactly the pilot, but so there's already a lot that people bring to the table expecting, having expectations of what I'm going to say or think, or so it's not quite carte blanche. Sometimes I wonder about that. Like, it would be kind of fun to just be a person. You know what I mean?
Right. Do you get guarded then and not want to say certain things publicly?
Of course. Yeah.
Because the worst that can happen, I always figure we're all afraid of being wrong. Like the worst that can happen is I say something and I'm wrong.
Right.
Like half the time I am.
Yeah, but if Taylor's wrong enough, it's headline news.
Well,
whereas if we're wrong, it's just those douchebags on the radio were wrong. They're wrong every morning. That's what they do.
That is true. Because we talk a lot. So when you talk a lot, you're wrong more often.
Yeah,
you get more used to it.
I know. Like generally in life, I really subscribe to the mode of living, to the design for living that you're speaking of. You just sort of throw stuff out there and let it happen. But I do think it just becomes so overwhelming in my personal life when I say something and then a lot of people are responding to it just on your day-to-day kind of getting coffee and stuff.
Right.
I'm like, I can't. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about you can't go anywhere without people knowing who you are? You can't do anything without people knowing who you are?
No, that's not true. Nobody knows. People don't know who I am. People know who Piper is.
Well, they recognize you.
Right. I see. Yes. People know that the girl from Orange is the New Black. Piper. That's what happens.
Which is amazing because Piper is an actual person and they don't recognize the actual Piper.
No.
She can walk down the street fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's no problem.
I ran into her the other day. We live, yeah. No, she's fine.
Oh, is it based on a real person?
Yeah, she's got a book. She's got the whole deal. Yeah. So in that regard, because I was thinking about it, as the show's evolved, it's not really Piper's story anymore. It's the story of everything in the prison. Do you kind of like that?
Well, I mean, it's a mixed bag for sure. I mean, I can't imagine being on a better show in terms of where we are culturally and politically. I feel like I'm kind of on the right side of history right now. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy that we're dealing with the issues that we're dealing with. And I think that the show found its sweet spot, right. It was what we did the first season. And, if you saw the first season, it just was basically this Piper Kerman, her experience of being incarcerated, and that's not the story of Orange is the New Black.
Right.
That's not the story we're telling. Right. That was just the entry point.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it's nice. It's nice to have so many great people to work with. I learn a lot at work.
From the other actors?
Yeah. Legitimately. We work with such skilled artists.
Yeah.
That I really learn a lot from them.
And you've been nominated for have you won or just been nominated?
No, sir, I haven't
won. When you go, so you're nominated and you go, does it really, people say, it doesn't mean I'm just happy to be nominated, but does it suck when you don't win or you honestly just don't?
Sure. I think after a period of time, the honest answer to that is that I don't really buy into the world of awards very much. It sort of is this cult of winning and losing that I just don't believe in. I just don't think it actually exists.
But when you think you're going to win, do you kind of believe in it for a second?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's a really strange dichotomy because I live it and I can really get on that train because it's really how I live. I don't really believe in it. There's too much gray and.
But when someone wants to give you an award, you're like,
sure.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe I am the best. All right, I'll take it.
They've legitimized this operation.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? Now I think they're really onto something.
Right.
Some are better and some are worse.
I think George
That's how I felt. And then, of course, you know, the next season when you're not nominated, it's back to this is bullshit. Fuck the man.
Who did you lose to when you lost? And when you go into it like against the person or whoever beat you, are you thinking like, oh God, I don't have a shot against that person?
No, I don't even. I honestly, I don't even remember. I mean, and that also, it's like, you know, everything is true. It's like all of these are like both and questions, because while it was really exciting to just be sitting at a table with people that I was like, and I wasn't sitting at a table with them, but I could see them in the room that I really respected.
You were in the conversation with them, right?
Someone else's, not yours. We weren't having a conversation, but somebody else was talking about it.
Did you go up and talk to anybody who you wanted to meet?
Yes. I got very bold one night.
Who did you go up and talk to that you really wanted to meet?
Jessica Lange.
Oh, all right, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah, and I had a really intense experience that I thought would never, that I've just laughed at or secretly judged when I've heard people in my position right now share this. I've just had a lot of judgment. But I got a little teary.
What'd you say to her?
Did you get weepy?
I did. I don't know why I'm telling you that right now.
Were you drinking?
No.
Oh, you saw her. So what did you say to her? You see her there, and you're like, okay, I have to say hello.
Yeah, because she was her. You know, I think for many people, her film Frances. Have you seen Frances? You should see Frances.
I don't remember. No.
It's an epic performance.
I still love her in King Kong though.
One for the ages. Oh my God, she's Louise. What an incredible woman. I mean, she went from King Kong to like she's
tremendous.
A goddess. So yeah, no, I just expressed to her that her you know, way of storytelling really influenced me, and it made me feel like I wanted to do this for my life.
Who else do you feel that way about, Sarsa?
She's probably the, you know, she may, and that might be why it got like a little like misty-eyed.
Yeah.
Because she may be like the ultimate for me.
Right.
There are so many things that like about her on so many different levels that I'm such a fan. I'm just humbled by. I felt that way about Diane Keaton when I first saw Diane Keaton.
She's got a big award, a big like Lifetime Achievement Award.
No one invited me.
No, they said Woody Allen spoke, Pacino spoke, Warren Beatty, guys that never talk anywhere actually came out, and they said it was a pretty fun event.
Because she's extraordinary. You know what I mean? She brings a reality to what she's doing that it is unparalleled.
Let's not leave Faye Dunaway outside either. For Pete's sake, who doesn't love Faye Dunaway?
Did you Feud? The series?
I haven't watched that.
Oh my God. Like, I was like, I was a fan of Jessica Lange in the sense that, like, you know, I mean, I was a fan before, kind of peripherally, because like Cape Fear and everything.
American Horror Story.
And then when she popped up on American Horror Story, I was like, wow, I started to get, like, into it.
Yeah.
And Feud, like, blew me away. Especially like I told Jim that he has to, like, the last 2 episodes are like the greatest television I've ever seen except for Orange is the New Black.
Nice save.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, she's amazing.
Maybe I'll have to watch it. No, she's really extraordinary, and she has brilliant work on stage. I mean, she's the real deal.
My wife likes Diane Keaton, like is obsessed with her, but has never seen a Woody Allen movie. She just
Why?
It's like from
what has she seen? 2 Godfathers, and that's the beginning and end of Diane Keaton.
She doesn't even know The Godfather. It's everything after that. She likes like 80s, like
Baby Boom and
Baby
stuff.
Boom and on for Diane Keaton.
What else has she done?
The Family Stone. Remember that?
Yeah.
And like what else has she done? All that stuff. But like Reds. You seen Red?
No.
The Warren it is Reds, right? There's an S on it? Nobody.
I don't know.
Anyway, there's an S. Reds. Thank you. Yeah, I was like, hope it's not red. But yeah, no, she's brilliant. She's a brilliant actress. She's a brilliant actress. Warren Beatty wrote that, which is probably...
He wrote Reds?
Uh-huh.
What year was that? He just had one he did, which didn't do well. He hadn't done a film in like 15 years, and he just did one. It was always a Howard Hughes thing.
Yeah.
I think he might be a little Howard Hughes'd out. Like, we know a lot about
Yeah, it's an interesting story to choose, right? Like, because that story has been told. It's interesting. I actually haven't seen it, and I'm sure that he has a really specific point of view, because he's a very, very bright man.
He also, they think, took 15 years. And like when you're fixated on doing something, you might just like not focus. Like, oh yeah, other people you just want to get this project out there, and then by the time you do, it's like, yeah.
I'm very curious about your next film that I was reading about called Family.
Oh, great. Because, like, I've also said things that I'm totally not supposed to say. I've totally screwed up talking about that movie.
Have you?
Yes. We have to wait until the movie is done, and then they tell me what I'm supposed to say.
Are you still filming
about it? No, but they're making it now.
Oh, and you don't really know anything.
Well, what have you said that you weren't supposed to, since you've already said it?
I mean, no, I don't want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. No, all I mean is that they're like creating the movie now, and you know, it's.
You said you got Faygo poured on you.
Oh yeah, that's real. Well, you know what we can talk about? Do you know about the Insane Clown Posse?
That's all. I don't even care about the movie. I just want to talk about Juggalos.
Because I'm friends with them.
No.
Yep.
See, that's what I was going to ask, because when you see this movie, they say it's about juggalos and juggalo culture.
Yes.
And like I was worried because it could just end up being like a juggaho project. You know what a juggaho is?
No.
Okay.
What is that?
I was worried about it. A juggaho is like a fake juggalo. And like juggalos don't stand for juggahos.
Oh, so it's like a poser within the juggalo community.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, the juggalo community is very tight. I have a huge amount of respect. It's family.
Right.
Family.
Yes.
How can they tell if you're a juggaho, though?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
You really know what you're doing.
I love juggalos. I'm a big, yeah, I spent some time in my youth listening to the Insane Clown Posse.
Did you really?
It's not, yeah.
How do they know if you're a fake juggalo, though?
You could tell. If you're a juggalo, you can spot a juggaho a mile away.
It's like the real deal. It's like Faygo, down with the clown till I'm dead in the ground.
Yes.
Mother effing clown love.
Yes.
They called me a fake. But I was at the Juggalo gathering. I'm like, how about that Insane Clown Posse, guys?
Yeah,
they thought that was kind of fake.
Yeah, they'd be like, no, thank you. Yeah, so that's the real deal. I have a lot of,
Did you become down with the clown till you're dead in the ground?
Was I down with the clown till I was I had
You
some
motherfucking clown love.
Yeah, I had some motherfucking clown.
That's incredible.
I experienced some. No, I have to say, the thing was incredible because for this movie, blah, 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 there were juggalos that came to support it because they knew it was like a juggalo positive.
Yeah, juggalo positive.
Juggalo positive.
There's been a lot of
storytelling.
They tried to classify the juggalos as a gang.
It's terrible. They're not a gang at all.
We need more juggalo positive.
There's like juggalo positive culture.
Yes.
We're like creating a juggalo positive culture.
Yes.
So, but they are very, it's like very inclusive, very loyal.
Yep.
Very much like I have your back now that you're helping us out, and there's like a space for a lot of people who self-identify as freaks, which I think most of us do on some level, but they just are vocal about it.
Did you listen to the music?
Yes.
You did?
I tried to.
Did you listen? Because there's a song called "What Is a Juggalo" and it explains
what a juggalo is.
Yeah, did you hear that one?
Not really, because I'm going to be honest in this vein of living authentically. The music frightens me a little.
It is scary.
I really do feel kind of scared by it.
Do you want me to tell you what a juggalo is according to their lyrics?
Sure.
He's not a phoney.
No.
He'll come in your house and bust a nut in your macaroni. I don't know, because that way it kind of clarifies more.
That really is that is the realest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Bust a nut. That's how I know if I really want to know the measure of a man.
And then
I ask, can you bust a nut
in the macaroni? Of course.
And then
the answer to that.
He'll drop his nuts in your soup. A lot of people don't know that about the juggalos. But that's
very...
they're real.
No.
It's
the real deal.
It's the real deal.
And I really appreciate that. They're living it.
They are. They live it.
Yeah.
And that's got to be intimidating when you're making a movie about juggalos, because if you fuck it up, they're going to be pissed.
Oh, for sure. That I was very aware of that. I felt very aware of that. And it's like you want to do... it's like you want to... Generally, I feel like people come from a place of a great... there's a lot of integrity. At least it starts with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was. It starts there in the beginning, and I want. It felt like that. It felt very important to, be appropriately respectful to the community.
But you're not going to get a Hatchet Man tattoo?
No, sir.
Okay.
Have you been to the gathering?
I don't know if I can. I have.
Well, just in your life as a person.
I've never. As of yet, I haven't been.
Okay, but you might. I've gone twice. It was actually...
You've been to the gathering 2 times?
I performed there, yeah, twice. I was, it was comedians are scared to do it.
Because they throw rocks and shit sometimes.
They were great. They outside.
Literally do. They throw
feces.
Yeah, if they don't like you. But they're kind of wild. And no outdoor gig is good.
Yeah, they're kind of wild. No other outdoor gig is throwing feces, though. That's a huge thing to get over.
That would suck, yeah.
Yeah, I got to do well.
It's a legitimately big deal to have someone. I wonder what the logistics of that are.
The gathering of the juggalos? Or the shit?
The shit throwing. There's probably a lot of it in the porta john. It's probably not hard to find. If someone sucks, you're like, let's just go over there and scoop
it's a 3-day festival. You gotta defecate at some point.
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't stay there. I went in and out in one day. I went in, hung out.
Because you want to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I wanted to go back to the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm a hotel guy. I'm not an outdoors person.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not your natural habitat.
But they were much nicer than I thought they'd be. We have to wrap it in a minute, by the way.
Nice. They're very nice. Yeah. No, they're I mean, I really genuinely mean that. There's like a real deep empathy and desire to kind of connect.
So you've got inmates and juggalos now on your side. This is huge. This is what a great time it is to be
like
Taylor Shilling.
Orange is the New Black. Season 5 is now streaming.
Yeah.
And it's Tay Shilling on Twitter, Tay.
Yeah.
Shilling, not your whole. How come you didn't put Taylor Shilling? Someone else have it?
I don't know why. I just so I don't know.
You just kind of liked it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, great.
Well, the good luck with the season. I mean, not that you need it. Obviously, you guys are one of the biggest shows on television.
No, I really appreciate that. I mean, everybody works really hard every year to kind of keep it going.